Yo, what's going on YouTube? Alright, so we have a product review and I gotta tell you guys, I definitely upgraded my Swimbait setup. I am absolutely blown away with the decision I made. So I went with the Okuma SBX Swimbait rod. This is in the extra heavy. Throwing 5 to 14 ounces is the rating on it. 20 to 40 pounds, and this is in a 7-11 rod. So 7-11. And then you guys can see on the rod right there. There you got the logo, Okuma SBX, and carbon. The carbon stands for carbon fiber, as you guys can probably tell within the design. You can see the carbon fiber on there. This is a hard handle, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm really loving this setup. And then what I went with was the Okuma Komodo 463. This is the 400 series model. SS stands for stainless steel. Everything internal, basically the stainless steel internal bearing system. This does have a bait clicker, so it does not necessarily have to be specifically for swim bait fishing. You can do cut bait fishing, and it is also saltwater friendly. You guys can hear the bait clicker there, and then without the bait clicker. What I'm gonna do is drop you guys on the tabletop review. We're gonna get on the table, that way I can give you guys a close-up of the setup. We can get pretty much a more clearer view of what we are running. I'm gonna take the Baitcaster off of the rod, and we're gonna go into internal braking systems, basically covering everything on the features of the reel and also on the rod. So let's jump onto the table. All right guys, before I separate the reel from the rod, I wanna show you guys on the SBX Okuma rod what you're gonna do to pretty much release the Baitcaster or put a Baitcaster on. This front portion of the hand grip is what you're gonna turn, so just like so, and it's got a very firm grip on it, so you don't have to worry about this ever coming loose on you. So you just loosen it up just like so, and the Baitcaster releases from the rod. You guys can see I got a LINECUTTERZ ring on. That will not come with the rod, of course. So yeah, we're gonna push off this rod to the side for now. All right, so jumping into the Okuma Komodo 463 Baitcaster, you guys. This thing is very strong. You're looking at 30 pounds of drag. This is, as stated, the KDS 463, 7 ball bearings plus 1 RB. You're looking at 6.31 gear ratio. Line capacity 14 pounds at 290 yards, 20 pounds at 220 yards, 30 pounds at 130 yards. I personally run 30-pound big game. Let's go ahead and jump into the Baitcaster. What I really love about this the most is that everything pretty much speaks to you. So everything from the tension knob, you guys can hear the clicks. So you don't have to worry about, you know, loosening it up too much. You get to do your counts on everything. Also, the drag system, you can hear it's got very solid clicks to it. This does come with a bait clicker. All you got to do is push it down. That bait clicker is very loud. And that's one thing, as I stated as well, you guys, you do not have to specifically use this for swim bait fishing. You can use it for cut bait fishing, and it is also saltwater friendly. That bait clicker, I really love that. And then just to release the bait clicker back to normal, just push up there, and this thing is smooth, very smooth. You can see the eye for your line, so it is braid friendly. You can run braid in this and have, you know, less friction, and I'm telling you guys, this thing is very smooth. It does have an internal braking system. So a lot of other Baitcasters, you know, on the side here where you can set up for your braking system, this has the internal braking system, and I will be showing that to you here in a second. What you want to do to be able to get into the internals is you'll see a little screw there. It does have a little slit in it, so you can use a flathead screwdriver, a penny, or even your nail. As you can see, I use my nail, and all you do is unscrew that there. And once you get it all the way unscrewed, one thing I do want to point out to you guys is pull it. So just pull it out like that, because when you can sit there and unscrew all day long, what you really want to do is pull that out, and you'll feel it come out. And then on the Komodo models, what they do is they go up. So to get to the internals, you want to slide this part up like so, and then you just pull up like that. So there you can see the internals, and then the internal braking system. There's another name for it. I'll put it down below in the description, or maybe even edit it into the video. But yes, there's the internals. You guys can see very strong internals. That's really one thing I really enjoy. It's not all plastic in the inside, so you know this baitcaster is definitely worth the money, and it is definitely going to last you a lot longer than the lower cost baitcasters that have the plastic internals. Your internal braking system, the way you work it, or the way I basically found that works for me. At first I was running 2 on, so you can see here, it's probably really hard for you guys to see, but it'll say on, and there's little knobs and there are little notches, and what you do is when you want those on, you push up just like so, and that'll turn that one on. The way I'm actually running right now is I only have 1 on. Now what I've seen a lot of videos state is you want to turn 1 on this side, and then right across it turn it on the other side, and that kind of balances it out. What's working for me right now with the way that I use my baitcaster is I only have 1 on, and then the other ones are off. So I only keep 1 on. I don't know if that makes much of a difference or not. It's working for me. So I have not had any backlashes or anything since I've ran this. But if you're a beginner within the baitcasting world, what you'll want to do with an internal setup is turn 1 on here, 1 on here. You basically go right across from each other. Or you can turn them all on and then run your tension knob loose. We'll go ahead and pull out that. You guys can see on the inside, it does have an engraved area for the beginning of your line. So what you do is run it in the center there, tie your line on, and then you start spooling it on. So that's pretty much that for the baitcaster, you guys. I'll be leaving a lot more information down below in the description, along with links on pretty much all the information that you're gonna need to find out more about this baitcaster. But I gotta tell you guys, it is a horse. This thing will pull in big fish with ease. I ended up catching my first fish on it, which was probably about a 3-pound striped bass, and that fish definitely had no chance whatsoever. You guys will see in the clip I'll add into here. I dragged that fish pretty much on the top of the water. It was insane. A lot of people ask, why did I go such a big setup? I caught that 31-pound striped bass on a lower profile setup, and I'm a short angler. Fighting such big fish like that became an issue for me, for the fact that where I fish, I'm very restricted with shoreline. I definitely wanted to upgrade with something that had more line capacity, more power, and something that can just, you know, horse in those big fish, or I can give it line if need be, so I don't have to worry about snapping hooks or anything, or even ripping lip. There you go. That is my review on the baitcaster. We're gonna jump into the rod, so stay tuned. I'll bring you guys back in. All right, guys, jumping into the Okuma SBX swim bait rod. You guys can see it states right there. Then you have the carbon. One thing I really like is the visual of this rod. You guys can see it's got like that carbon fiber layout on there, even on the hand grips. Now, it's not specifically carbon fiber, but it has that texture of carbon fiber. You get a really, really nice grip on this. So when your hands get wet, you don't have to worry about slipping or anything in that nature. You don't have to worry about that soggy feeling that you get from cork grips. Another thing is on the reel seat, you guys can see here, it's all one piece. So when your baitcaster is sitting on here, your hand's actually resting on this and not on the screw area. So it is very comfortable for an all-day fishing adventure. Coming into the bottom of the rod, you can see it has a cork bottom on it that is kind of bald. And what that helps with is placing this rod under your armpits. You get a lot of decent filling from it, and that ball area pretty much keeps this rod in place, so it's very nice. I have not had any issues with the cork on this. I'm not a very big fan of cork. You guys seen on a lot of my other swim bait rods, I put Gorilla Tape on them. I've actually fished this quite a bit already and not had any issues with chipping or anything in that nature. Jumping into the specs, you guys can see, I'll go over that real fast, which it is a 711, extra heavy. And then you have your line rating at 20 to 40 pounds. Lure rating 5 to 14 ounces. This is great for really big swim baits, or even for you cat fishermen out there who like to throw those big sinkers, big heavy sinkers with your cut bait. this rod will definitely back that up. Another thing, coming into the eyes, I want to show you guys something. You guys can see they are slanted, and what that helps is with the line, when you're doing your cast, you're not getting line friction. So the eyes are actually slanted. Another thing I want to point out is the internal part of the eyes is a low profile, so you don't have to worry about chipping or anything in that nature. You have 11 eyes on the rod. Another thing I want to point out to you guys is they really did a nice finish on the eye settings. They did a pretty much solid epoxy finish on there, so you don't have to worry about these eyes coming loose on you. Very, very strong backbone to this rod. So that pretty much sums it up for this review, you guys. Stay tuned. You're definitely going to be seeing me put in a lot of work with this combo. I have to tell you guys, if you're in the market for a nice combo, this is the way to go, you guys. The Okuma Komodo 463 with the SBX rod. Oh, I'm loving it, you guys. Very comfortable, lightweight. It doesn't feel too heavy, and you're getting all the line capacity and the power you need in the reel, and you're getting all the power you need in the rod. So I'm definitely pleased with this setup. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Much love and respects. Please smash that thumbs up. I'll be leaving links down below in the description that will pretty much take you to these products, and that pretty much sums it up from here. I'm up and out. Peace.